My love of America has been such a continual thread in my life that I've rarely examined where or how the original stitch was sewn. I suspect it was early in my childhood, peering up at a beautiful mosaic in the middle of an ugly traffic roundabout in Birmingham, Britain's second city. Admittedly, this was not the most stirring of settings. Close to the inner-city church that I attended as a child, it was reached through a warren of dank pedestrian tunnels that almost always reeked of urine. Perhaps, though, the squalid location made the mural all the more startling and transcendent. It depicted a handsome, youthful-looking man who was standing in front of a golden insignia that looked like the Ark of the Covenant, addressing a richly multi-ethnic audience. That luminous emblem was the US presidential seal. That adoring crowd included the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., that 40-something politician with chestnut hair and red carpet good looks was John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Erected within the shadow of the city's Roman Catholic cathedral, the mural had been commissioned by Birmingham's Irish community to memorialise a president whose ancestors had set sail for America in the mid-19th century to escape the potato famine. Its appeal, though, was universal. JFK seemed to embody America's best self, its dynamism, glamour, modernity, promise of immigrant success, and exceptionalism. His speeches, with their clever rhetorical inversions, were elegant and inspirational. His family was staggeringly telegenic. His administration, staffed by thrusting aides dubbed New Frontiersmen, with sharp minds and sleek suits, seemed brave and adventurous. His White House, a salon where the arts and sciences both found a home, was a place of rationality and refinement. No wonder my parents could tell me precisely where they were when the news came through at tea time on a Friday in Britain that the 46-year-old president had been gunned down in Dallas. Almost every adult who was alive that day would come to have the same instant recall. November the 22nd, 1963, the day of his murder, became one of the first historical dates that I committed to memory. Even as a child, I had a vague sense it was a major turning point of the 20th century, a world-altering event that deserved to be memorialized with a giant mosaic. For years, I subscribed to the widely held view that the United States lost its innocence the instant that its boyish young president was slain. Prior to Dallas, it seemed, Americans had faith in their national institutions, looked upon politics by and large as a noble undertaking, and broadly supported the kind of interventionist foreign policy that made the United States the unquestioned leader of the free world, a standing Jack Kennedy revelled in when he declared, "Ich bin ein Berliner," on a visit to West Berlin in June 1963, just months before his death. Kennedy encouraged the idea that the United States could conquer new frontiers in space and defeat any earthly foe. Its people believed that the post-war economy would deliver continual improvements in their families' quality of life, the essence of the American dream. The suburbs were growing. Consumerism was rampant. Almost every household now owned a television, a modern medium employed by Kennedy in the same way that Franklin Delano Roosevelt harnessed the power of radio. No other country came close to rivaling its standard of living or can-do spirit. Back then, US politics was also more respectful and productive. Democrats and Republicans, acting out of a sense of patriotic bipartisanship forged during the Cold War by the ideological challenge posed by the Soviet Union, regularly worked together in pursuit of the national good. The political game in Washington, though adversarial and occasionally aggressive, was not a battle to the death. The 1960 presidential election offered a case in point. Though Kennedy won with a wafer-thin plurality of 112,827 votes, and amidst believable allegations of voter fraud in Chicago, where Mayor Richard J. Daley had conjured up enough phantom votes for him to take Illinois,